those. Are you still playing Shelter?
I am, because I have to make sure my resource-sucking babies are going to grow up to be productive members of society that I can exploit for more resources. Kids are useless. Oh, I did name one of them after you, though.
I really hope you didn't send him to the barbershop for a haircut.
No, because I systematically bred baldness out of my vault.
You monster! Oh, okay. Can you at least put me in a room with the parrot? I love the pets in the game, but I'm all down with the parrots.
All right, I will hook you up with a parrot to make
How's it going, everyone?
pirate fantasies come true.
Argy.
Okay. There are other updates to Fallout Shelter. They also added rooms for crafting items. They added a day and night cycle, new weapons and new characters, including Old Longfellow, who's the new companion you meet in Fallout 4's
Did you ever play Shelter?
Harbor.
No, like I wanted to play Shelter, but I never did.
Play shit.
Bethesda began to officially support mods for Fallout.
Wait, is Shelter based off of Fallout?
Yeah, it's a mobile game though.
And you can now check out the thousands
That basically like makes sense for like the level up screen with Fallout. Because you remember, like, you played Fallout 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know when you were like leveling up your abilities and stuff like that.
Oh, it was in a shell. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was in that sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tenuous at best.
So let's take a look at some of the coolest
I did not like Shelter. No, neither did I. I played it for a bit.
I don't know, like Fallout was a really good game for my channel, but I just never.
Horse armor. Wow.
I don't know, I never got into it. Like, I played it a good couple of hours, maybe 7 hours, and I just never.
It was too easy. Fallout 4 was too easy.
Too easy? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It was not too easy. That is such a lie. Jeez. It was most certainly not too easy.
Far too easy. I know, I really wanted to play the survival thing. Did you hear about that?
No.
There was like a survival mode that they released for it that seemed pretty fucking good.
That chat's really annoying me.
To be fair, that really just scratches the surface of what's available out there as a mod. And I've always been
I
amazed at how
can't even
people
do anything about it.
It's like with the shelters in the apocalypse.
You couldn't even hide the chat before we started.
I'm proud of you too.
Yeah. Fallout fans really know how to go all out.
Okay, but not just Fallout fans. Doom fans know how to go all out too.
Don't even fucking talk to me about Doom.
Doom likes to strike people, let's just put it that way.
Apparently so.
Always moving forward. When everyone got to see the original gameplay demo at Bethesda's E3 showcase last year, people were amazed at the fast pace. But when we sat down to play, we got to see the depth of the game. I love the rune challenges. I know you are still working on some of those.
Yes, that Rich and Richer challenge. With the rocket launcher. Tweet at me any advice on how I can do this. I am stuck.
We should track down one of the devs to do that for you. That's their job, right?
Oh, that's right. We're here at Bethesda.
Yeah, right?
There's something more convenient. Still,
yeah,
tweet at me.
Good job.
Wait, where are we again? Like, whose is this? Sorry.
Maps, because it really does highlight just how much gaming has changed from when the original Doom really. It didn't create, it wasn't the first, but it really, started the FPS movement. If you want to make something with a classic feel, you can also do that in SnapMap.
Yes, and SnapMap is kind of fun for a couple reasons. First, somebody always makes a really, really easy map that gives you 1 billion points. That's the one that I play first. And then second, people make some really interesting and imaginative
Nice little talk about games that nobody gives a fuck about anymore.
Pretty easy when you get started.
It's like, get on with it.
Let's look at the mods for Fallout 4. Let's talk about Doom.
No, let's
for
not
reasons.
talk about Doom.
I'm more interested in these two cunts at the background.
What are they drinking? Hold on, let's just drink with our arms like, hey. He's like, oh, pure hammered. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm pushed on water.
There are way more options than I imagined.
Hi, Mom.
I'm famous.
Adventure with demons. However, I am actually sad to report Fedora is not part of SnapMap.
No, don't get me wrong. Doom is a great game. It's just unfortunate that they asked me to cover the game and then they striked me.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where it is a fun game. I've played a lot of Doom, but nah.
Yeah.
Back in the TV days,
Looks like I'm getting the same messages as you.
Way of competitive multiplayer. But then when you add in the ability to spawn in as a demon with the demon powers, that's where it also has this contemporary feel.
God.
And that really has a really
Is he scratching his balls?
how the focus
Only if he sniffs it.
Yeah.
Now, Doom and Fallout 4 are just some of the Bethesda games we're playing. And Morgan,
Yes.
I do understand you've been spending quite a bit of time with the Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the strategy card game based in the Elder Scrolls universe that Bethesda first announced at last year's showcase.
Oh, this started at 3.
It is. So
Fucking hell.
East, Bethesda announced the game was in closed beta. I am not ashamed to admit that I was able to snag myself an invite.
Aren't you the lucky one? Now, this being a closed beta, I know that everyone has agreed not to utter a word about their experiences, but, you know, it's just you and me right here. So how about you just tell me how it is?
You're just
I wonder
gonna
what those
see for
headsets
yourself.
are.
If you can get an invite, I recommend batting your eyelashes.
No idea.
It's the same ones that are used in
It's not gonna work.
League of Legends.
Hope is not lost,
tournaments.
however. There is a video of the game in action. Roll tape!
Roll tape!
Do it!
Do it, bitch!
Alright, I need
Pop,
to
pop, pop,
be rude.
play it!
Play it!
Characters and lore from across the history of the Elder Scrolls. Each battle begins with a hand of 3 cards.
It's not comfy saying like that. I don't know why I'm leaning into you and the camera's on me anyway. Must lean!
Place a card on
Sorry,
one
man.
of
I'm
2
over.
sides
Yeah, mate.
called lanes.
Ah!
Some lanes have special
didn't hear.
conditions that alter the field of battle. Choose to attack a card
Yes,
in the same
it's a
lane.
collectible card game.
Attack your opponent directly.
Because we don't have enough of those.
Win when
And would you look at that? It looks exactly the same as Hearthstone.
Take enough damage and one of your runes
I'm saying I can't
Fantastic.
hear them very well.
Each time
Have
they
you got
hit,
it loud
you
or?
immediately
I can
draw
turn
a
it up.
card that could change your fortunes.
Can't hear them very well because Tidro, you're talking
And a
over
little
them.
luck can tip the scales from defeat to victory.
Is that better?
Battle anytime or anywhere, on your own or against other players.
Better than
Test your
that,
might
then.
in a full campaign, in quick skirmishes, or in the arena where you'll
That's
face
really
a
nice.
gauntlet of foes. Build your collection of allies, armaments, and magic.
So, OBS is linked
Combine your
directly to
cards
what
create
volume I've got it
powerful
at.
decks.
Although-
Train your cards to increase their power.
If I turn on TV using the actual TV.
Choose your strategy.
Much better.
Choose your path. Choose
you're
your
welcome.
destiny. And become a legend.
A legend of Dark Souls, like me!
Legends isn't the only Elder Scrolls game that's having a moment. The Elder
What?
Scrolls Online had a very big year.
Yeah,
No one
so even though the game
cares.
has been available for more than 2 years. They've made some really big updates to Elder Scrolls Online since launch.
shit.
Let's see, there's Imperial City. Players finally got to face off against Molag Bal's army. Then in December, Orsinium added over 20 hours of new content to Elder Scrolls Online.
They also made a whole bunch of changes that the community and media really responded to. The Elder Scrolls Online went from what the devs admit was a rocky start to being named Best MMO at the end of 2015.
But amidst all the bright news, the Elder Scrolls Online has also recently launched Thieves Guild in April, and Dark Brotherhood also launched on PC.
Chill
just
the
last
F out.
week.
It's just
So
a
ever since
card
the
game.
launch, they have
I know,
continued
right?
to explore the lore that we've all loved in the other Elder Scrolls games. For example, they
Molag's
picked the
balls.
Gold Coast of Citadel for Dark Brotherhood.
Like Kvatch, which 400 years later gets obliterated by Oblivion demons. You kind of want to tell the residents not to get too used to the place or not that attached. As an Elder Scrolls junkie, this is exactly what I love about ESO. It's getting lost in all the expansive lore and geography.
And speaking of fans, we would like to take a moment to say hello to all of the Bethesda fans around the globe.
From London to Moscow, Paris to Tokyo, gamers have gathered to watch the BE3 showcase. And down in Australia, Bethesda's taken over the Sydney Opera House so fans can watch the showcase live.
And earlier
Yay.
today, we got to chat with some of the gamers here in LA who lined up to see the showcase. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Best MMO mustn't have been competing against much.
Here we are. It's a few hours before the start of BE3, but people have been lining up here since, I believe, 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know, this is a dedicated fan base. They know that the closer they are to the front of the line, the better seat that they are going to get inside the showcase, and that is a big motivator, I know, for people to get here early, get
I've
their
got a pretty good seat.
right in the front of the theater.
Yeah, pretty good seat.
One big
Yeah.
screen
Yeah,
front
pretty
row.
close.
It's
Even a Prager
exciting.
seat. I was
Let's
like, what?
better understand some of the hardest core Bethesda
Yeah,
fans.
pretty close to the front.
All right, now you couldn't have a showcase like this without some amazing cosplay.
Wow,
Now
the
you helped
Keeper.
build this. You can tell us a little bit about
That's
it.
like just like a mix
cosplaying
of the
Keeper
Ring
from
and
Evil
the
Within.
Keeper from the Evil Within.
It took us forever to make this tenderizer. And
Tenderizer?
we were about a day to make that.
I mean, look, I love that game, and I love the Keeper. Everyone else knows him as Boxman. Would you mind just trying that on for one quick sec? I just got to see this.
Everyone else knows him as Boxman.
Yeah. That's
That is
really,
pretty
really,
damn
really
cool
effective.
cosplay. I'm not gonna
And what
lie,
was the
it's
inspiration
pretty
behind
cool.
this costume? Like, you know, what spoke to you about it?
It just took us like 2 days to finish The Evil Within, and we played that like all night, and that was giving us like little heart attacks, and we just fell in love with the game.
So what else are you guys excited about? What are you excited to see here today?
For one, gameplay for Dishonored 2, because we've been so excited. Just the first trailer
You never
from
played
last
Dishonored,
year,
did you?
waiting in
No,
line
I
for
didn't.
hours.
Really need to
Actually.
play it. Such a good game.
Yeah, I hope we get to see other
I've
stuff.
heard
Elder
that it's
Scrolls?
possible that they'll
Maybe
showcase
new
The Evil
Elder
Within
Scrolls?
2.
Well, actually, going back to Dishonored 2, I mean, now we
Exciting.
have an adult grown-up Emily Caldwin. Is that
The
something
first
you're
one was
considering
not
for
bad,
cosplay?
actually.
I'm actually working on doing Emily. I started the scarf last year, and I've been thinking about like what swashes I'm gonna use, like what kind of fabric, trying to put it all together.
Hello,
and
queuing
trying
up.
to make
Meanwhile,
it
I'm watching Siegel
nice.
commentate
Maybe
on
for
it in my
PAX,
underwear at 3 a.m.
Maybe for later on, maybe this next year, but it's gonna get done.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to it. And on that note, I think all four of us and so many other people out there are excited for another and maybe deeper look at Dishonored 2. But let's right now look at last year's trailer
I
to
need to
get
get
us all
Nightbot shut
excited.
the fuck up.
When does it start? I'm so confused. I thought it started at 3.
I know, it seems like all the fucking guff has started, but we're not actually getting anything useful. Like how we're both looking at the screen.
It's happened again. Someone's pulled
Yeah, I
the
didn't
rug
find The
out
Evil
from
Within that
under
scary either, to be honest
An
with you.
empire
Chapter
at your
7 was a
feet,
bit
and
creepy,
you've
but
lost
other than
it.
that, it wasn't that
Be
scary.
honest.
Never played it.
Did
Don't
you
play fighting
really
games.
deserve any of it?
Because you're a
More
baby.
important, what would you do to get it back?
What would Jesus do?
The first person game.
There's always a price
Yes.
to pay.
Ugh.
What you decide will ripple across the years.
I had to think about that one.
Blood in the gutters and corruption on the wind. It'll be
Stories
fun
just-
watching this unfold. What will you do with the power I've given you? How will you make your mark on this wretched world?
I might play it. I don't know.
Holy fuck! Like some next level Batman shit.
That's last year's trailer.
That's cool as hell.
You cover your face, but I know who you are. Emily Caldwin. Nothing is an accident. Everything is in motion. All of it has led you to this exact second in time.
Might just check it on my Twitch. I have a past broadcasting.
Sure.
Think before you strike. If you kill me, you become the assassin we claimed you were. You become one of us!
One of us.
The years are long, but it's always good to see a familiar face.
I'm pretty excited for that. I think some people in here might be excited for that
Pretty
too.
excited. That's a nice understated term. Well,
Yes.
you will not have to wait long. Bethesda has announced that Dishonored 2 will be available worldwide on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC November 11th.
Now you play as either. I know they're excited for that too. You play as either Emily
Ah.
Caldwin, who we just
Get
saw
on
in
with
the
it.
video, Super awesome. and
Good.
I'm
You're right there.
or Corvo Attano, who is also.
I've
pretty
had
awesome,
too
but I'm
much
checking out
Coke.
Well, both
A cola.
characters are fully voiced, and they bring a different perspective and play style depending on which one you play. So, you know, there's a good reason to maybe play both.
I guess they do have different. Sorry. They do have different powers also.
Wow.
If you played the first game,
What happened there?
Corvos,
I don't know,
they
man.
are
I
going to be
just had a
significantly upgraded.
movement.
Emily's are actually all new, so as always, there are going to be tons and tons of ways to play the game. But I do want to make a note of the location that we saw in the trailer. It has a very different feel than that sort of industrial dun wall that we saw in the first game.
So the city is called Karnaca.
Yes.
Which is really fun to say. Try it all together. Karnaca. Karnaca. Karnaca.
Karnaca.
Karnaca.
You know, there's just
Karnaca.
off the top.
It was like, hurry up with the
Anyway,
Skyrim.
it's based on Mediterranean,
Skyrim
southern
remastered?
Mediterranean countries like Greece and Italy.
Skyrim
But what I
Online, man,
noticed was
that'd be
the significant verticality of the city. Does this mean that we're going to be going really, really high, be up in the clouds, getting vertigo, and that's how we're going to be doing the sneaking
At
around?
least Emily will be when I play as her.
Okay, you're going to play as Emily.
Did I mention that?
I think you did.
You know what I didn't see in Karnaca, though?
Karnaca.
What did you see?
Rats.
Rats, maybe rats. Yes. There are significantly less rats in Dishonored 2, unless you use Corvo's Devouring Swarm, because then you're going to have some rats there.
Right.
Although, I don't know, the rats seem to be a little bit more pleasurable next to the blood flies. Karnaca seems to be filled with blood flies. That sounds so friendly.
E3 presenters are just waxwork models pretending to be people.
We both have a significant amount of effects
Farted.
for Dishonored, rats
Yes,
and all.
we do. It was my personal game of the year back in 2012, the year that it came out, and I played through it 3 times since then. And I would say, if you haven't had the chance to play it, I do highly recommend the Dishonored
Karnaca.
Definitive Edition, which is on current gen
He's got a
system
point.
with all the DLC included.
He's got a
Having
fucking
said
point.
that, if you haven't played the original, trust me, you can jump right into Dishonored
He's gonna
2
stream
without
this
a
one.
worry.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we've had enough speculation, don't you?
I think so.
Oh, you can't go stream that off.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to
Come
see
on.
Dishonored 2 tonight.
I have one of those sneaking suspicions as well. I don't know
Yes.
where it's coming from. All right, guys, the showcase is about to start, but we will be back in an hour with exclusive interviews and new info. So please stay tuned to the live stream and follow along on Twitter at Bethesda with
Oh my
the
god,
hashtag
19,
BE3.
18,
Send us your questions
17.
and comments. If we read yours, you might even nab a special giveaway that you want. You want it, trust
All
me.
right,
Give
good
away.
timing,
Oh, I'm
me.
staying
I'm
for
getting
that.
excited.
10,
Everyone here getting excited?
9,
All
8,
right.
7,
6,
6,
5,
5, 4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Explosions.
Here we go.
Hype.
Spyro. I want Crash Bandicoot. Do they have
Oh,
that?
what was that?
Quack.
Oh, I don't want Quack. Stop rebooting old shitty games.
Ninja Turtles, right?
Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Shotguns. Cerebral Bore.
I don't know what this is.
Quake is basically like Doom.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Although I don't understand why they show us these fucking cinematic videos.
Because it's exciting.
It's like, yeah, good job, you're really good animators. It's like, fuck off. Although, show me a cinematic video for a new, like, Elder Scrolls game and I'll spunk everywhere.
Cream.
Hey, that's pretty good. So okay, so are we gonna be looking at like an Overwatch style Quake with like different characters and shit? Cause that might be kinda interesting.
I never played it, so I'm not that hyped.
I wouldn't say I'm that hyped, it's another shooter and yeah, shooters are a dime a dozen nowadays. Don't know if I want to see spunk everywhere.
Please welcome Studio Director of id Software, Tim Willits.
Tim Willits. So just stop going high dubs. Hi Tim.
Good evening and welcome to the Bethesda E3 showcase.
I expected him to be English.
Quake is back.
Looked English.
The game that defined competitive multiplayer is back and better than ever. You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was first released. And,
Pretend to be excited.
you know, if you'll excuse the pun, the aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and pushed the boundaries
Quake
for graphics
hype.
and gameplay. Quake also became a pioneer for esports, and 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe. The biggest of those
How have
tournaments
I never heard
is
of
our very
this?
own
I have
annual
no
gathering,
idea.
QuakeCon, which will attract
Because
this
he cannot
August
hear me. Screw you,
tens of
presenter.
thousands of people to Dallas. As a co-designer of the original game, I'm extremely proud and excited to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions.
Yay!
Quake Champions is a competitive, arena-style, first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all
well,
skill
I'm out.
levels.
Champion,
Whether
so
you
it's
are
definitely
new
going to
to
be
Quake or have
Overwatch
been
style.
fragging for the last 20 years, Quake Champions will give you the challenge and rush you'd expect from id Software multiplayer games. Now, we know that high-end performance is critical with this type of game. You know, so be assured, as with any id Software game, that Quake Champions will be fast, with amazing graphics running at 120 hertz with unlocked frame rates. Yes.
It's just industry standard, mate. Don't fucking
You're
make a
gonna
big
get
deal about it.
heart-stopping action that will keep you on the edge of your seat as you fight in classic arena combat. Quake Champions also taps into another hallmark of the franchise: unique and badass characters.
Yeah.
The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and unique abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want. And you know that id has a long tradition of supporting competitive tournaments, and that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every level, from the world's greatest Quake players to anyone willing to test their skills in the arena. So as part of the launch
Every
plan for
company's
Quake
trying to push
Champions,
esports, man.
Bethesda
So hard.
will be supporting and expanding competitive tournaments and leagues
Especially
beyond
EA.
QuakeCon. And we'll have more to share about that in the coming months.
It was funny.
I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into our newest game. Join us at QuakeCon in August, and we'll have even more to talk about.
Sneak peek.
Yay,
And now,
QuakeCon!
Please join me in welcoming Bethesda's Global Vice President of PR
He said
marketing,
breast!
Sexist! Sexist quick, man!
He did, he said breast, and then he freaked.
This is a fucking vice breast.
Look at that cat outside. Thinking about bastard.
Is that more
Oh wait, it's a fox!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Thank you,
adorable.
Tim.
I've never seen a fox
As Tim
before.
said, we'll have
really?
even more
Wow.
to show on Quake Champions.
Okay, that's
this
more
August
interesting than Quake.
At QuakeCon. It's right there in the name. How would we not have our new Quake game at
It's gonna look at the fox.
But right now, we're not at QuakeCon. We're at E3, the biggest week in gaming. And this is the Bethesda E3 showcase. So welcome to everyone
They
here
actually
with
do an
me
ABC
and to the
game.
millions of you
Yes.
watching online around the world. Thank you for joining us.
Jesus.
We planned this showcase just like we make all of our games for you. Now, last year our showcase kicked off a big year for Bethesda, one of the biggest in our many years of making games. So let me mention just a few highlights.
Nice eyes, though.
The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became
Oh my
one of
god,
the best-selling
Elder
games
Scrolls,
of
everyone freak
2015
out!
and was named
No,
MMO of the
Elder
Year.
Scrolls Online. It's the unanimously hated Elder Scrolls.
Oh, is it? Alright.
Fallout Shelter, another mobile cash-in.
We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Game Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards. In
He's an
November,
asshole on Twitter.
Fallout 4 was one of the biggest launches in the industry.
Hey,
You've
Fallout
heard of it.
4.
Good.
One of
And
my
won
biggest
numerous
dreams.
Game of the Year awards, including at DICE and again at the BAFTA Awards. And now
The
Fallout
Vegas was
4 is
better.
bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just
That's
last
pretty
month,
good.
the new Doom was released to rave reviews.
And to some Really dodgy review
Now,
practices.
the original Doom almost single-handedly popularized first-person shooter games, and now you have a new Doom game, faithful to its legacy with some of the best graphics and gameplay ever, and millions of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action and creating and sharing mods using SnapMap. The response to all of these games
was on
has
the
been
better
amazing, and
part
your
of Suck.
enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard about our new Quake game. Let's see what else we have planned for you guys. At last year's showcase, I told you about the Elder Scrolls Legends, a free-to-play collectible card game. Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot. So this is a game I'm particularly excited about. Legends provides a very deep strategy experience through both single and multiplayer modes, beginning with a campaign complete with a compelling story, interesting characters, and some great gameplay. The story is told from the perspective of a moth priest named Kellen. I'll let him tell you a little more as we take a look at the campaign's opening cinematic.
Yawn!
Boo! We are not impressed. Read in the chat. Everyone's like, facepalm.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was.
Look at the birdie.
Elder Scrolls Legends, the game nobody wanted.
They have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies
Fuck,
are
I swear
massing
though,
for
like
another
Xbox and Sony better pull it out of the war, because so far E3's been pish.
Fucking pants, man. EA was legit just fucking FIFA and Madden.
Yeah.
I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden. Whether they are true.
That owl needs its own game.
And
Yay!
Good fucking job! I'm so proud,
Fucking
Bethesda.
streams just died for. Is that like on?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh god. Well, now it's just me and you. Everyone's like, it's broken. Oh, there we go. It's back.
God. No, got chat.
fled north.
Damn it, you! Why did you do that?
That's how bad it is that like it breaks.
Change the very course of
Can
history.
you just there you go. Rip cinematic trailer for a card game.
Yeah, it's like one of those games that has a really amazing cover that you see on the PSN store.
And you're like, oh my
And you're
god,
like, oh, I'm
that
gonna
looks
buy
amazing.
that. And then it's like some fucking Asteroids game.
It's like
Yeah, that really caught
When
me
Legends
on
begins, you're set on a path to discover the world of the Elder Scrolls.
I was wondering
in a
why you
way
had so many
haven't
Asteroids
seen
games on your
before.
PlayStation.
Choices you make define your approach
Ridiculous.
and unlock all the depth the game has to offer. A two-lane battlefield provides more variety and strategic depth. Players make decisions that change the cards they want to improve or add to their decks. And we offer a full single-player campaign, as well as multiple ways to play against the AI or other players in both battle and arena modes.
Aye,
Now, we
it's
began
free-to-play
public
card
beta
game.
testing in
Good job.
April, and so far the feedback from the people who have been playing has
Boo,
been
not
terrific.
impressed.
To celebrate E3
You keep getting
this
like
week,
these
we'll be
random
letting
likes
even
popping
more
up
of
on
you
your
into
thing
the
and then
beta
it like
to start
disappears
playing.
again to
Now,
like
if you
21.
haven't signed
What's
up
it go
yet,
to, like?
just visit
It went to
Bethesda.net,
4,000 a second ago.
create an
Oh.
account
Like,
and sign up, and
Oh.
be sure to keep an eye on your
It's, more,
email.
it's actually more exciting than
Also
this. I'm
tonight,
like, oh,
we're very
oh,
pleased to announce
fucking
that in
hell.
addition to
You know what I
PC and
mean?
iPad,
That'd be pretty
Legends will
cool.
be
You had
coming
1,000
to
dislikes a
iPhone,
second ago.
Mac,
Fuck's sake.
and Android
Oh.
tablets and phones later this year.
That's really interesting.
Oh.
Oh, it's coming to Android, and yeah.
As I said, I'm very excited about Legends as it brings together an award-winning franchise that I love and a new genre. And whether you're a veteran strategy card fan or have never played a game
I
before,
don't feel so bad
it's
the
a
fact
game we
that the
think
chat
you'll
is
all
actually
really enjoy.
more like
And now,
boo
so
than
long
I'm
as we're
being
on the
right
Yeah.
now.
topic of
Like
Legends,
obviously I'm a
let's take
huge
look at what
lover
the
of
team
games,
at
but this does
Bethesda Game
nothing for
Studios
me.
been hard at work on.
There's nothing for anyone.
Next.
Welcome here to Bethesda Game Studios. It's amazing to think it has only been a year
Hello.
since you first heard about Fallout 4 at this very event.
Doggy!
And thanks to you, it became not just our most popular game ever, but one of the industries. It has simply blown us away, and we're incredibly blessed.
Oh, I
to
was looking
have
for anyone
fans
that I
like you.
recognized.
Seeing what you've created, not just in the main
Deathclaw!
game, but the
I think Bear
add-ons
was
and
there.
of course mods, it is just incredible. And we're not
Hey.
done yet. We're excited to show you what's coming next for Fallout 4.
I'm interested. Horse armor pack? Copyright claim incoming.
Pretty much. Here comes that strike now.
That's that. That's pretty fucking interesting. Holy shit! That's pretty cool.
What the hell's going on?
That is pretty cool, man. I like that. What? That's pretty sweet. Holy shit. It's like The Sims. It's like Fallout Shelter, but good. Experiment on them. Hell fucking yeah. It's Fallout Shelter, but good.
That bug though.
When you're in prison, don't pick up the soap. Oh god.
I love the pigs in Fallout, like the two-headed pigs, man.
Two-headed pigs? It's a fucking Brahmin.
Yeah, that.
It's a cow.
Look at the Coke.
It's Nuka-Cola World! Oh my god!
I gotta go there. I always wanted to go there.
Book your wasteland vacation.
I don't have to buy the
We
game
didn't just
again.
announced Fallout 4 last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you have downloaded and played. We have a really big update coming out. Take a look.
Oh! That's pretty interesting. At least you can see the quests that go on now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, maybe this will go from the good end of shitty to the shit end of good. It might have just been upgraded slightly. Although I tried playing it on my phone and my phone almost melted.
We hope you're as excited as we are about all of this stuff coming to Fallout.
You look really
We want to
excited.
thank you
Yeah.
again, not
We
just
hope
for
you're
your
as
support over
excited
the
as we
last
are.
year, but your support of our whole studio really over the last 20 years. There is something else, though, that you've been asking us
reading.
about, and yes, we've been working on it.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dark Souls 4.
Shut the fuck up.
How dare you?
Oh my god! You know what this is? You know what this is?
Don't ruin it for me.
Oh my god!
I haven't twigged yet. I haven't twigged yet.
Oh, not even by the song! The song's not giving it away!
Skyrim.
Uh-huh!
No way!
Yeah, bitch!
No way.
Yes, way!
I don't want to get my hopes up yet. Oh, I remember that thing!
It's Skyrim remastered for next gen!
Why is there not more cheering? I don't understand! There was more cheering for fucking Quake!
Co-creative director of Arcane Studios.
Oh, that's awesome.
What?
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Oh my god, RIP like 500
Oh,
hours.
oh my god, darling, just keep going on your fucking Twitter.
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of
wanna
Arcane
push the sneak
Studios,
button.
the makers of
No.
Dishonored. Our passion is for
Pause
a
for
very
books.
specific kind of game, first-person immersive games. Our games blend narration and simulation in a way that makes every player's experience different, where players can improvise and where choices have consequence. Our
Really funny
games
necklace.
encourage replay in order to try different playstyles so that players are free to play their own way. In 2012, we released Dishonored. We were thrilled that the game was so well received by the gamers and the critics all around the world. That was like one of the best feelings for us developers.
He's done it again!
After that
He's
launch,
unsneaking.
my friend and co-director Harvey Smith took the lead on Dishonored 2, so he went to France in Lyon and worked with the
So
team.
no. So wait. They've just announced that they're remastering or upscaling for Skyrim, and already we're on to the next thing.
Yeah, we're on Dishonored.
I'm going to reveal.
And what did you see him push the sneak button?
In a minute.
Push it again.
It's
I didn't
a
notice
new
if it
game
disappeared or not.
built on the values that are so dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive game set in a dangerous universe. Only this time we've added a psychological thrill. Here is the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting. There is a 3 p.m. meeting in TranStar Conference Room A.
Coffee looks so good.
Research and development plans.
Where's my coffee?
Confirm your attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Psychotronic. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no... Good morning, Morgan. Today is
That looks as bad as me in the morning.
2032.
Good morning, Morgan.
Coffee makers
We
will
have some
MVP.
tests to run through today.
What happens when you drink that much coffee, mate?
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
I don't know what it is, but I know I want it.
Pray.
It's kind of scary though.
That looks good. That looks really good. I'd play that.
In Prey,
Just let Steve just get in
you
the fight.
awaken aboard Talos 1, a very special space station. It is year 2032. You are the key subject of an experiment meant to alter humanity forever. But things have gone wrong, of course. The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being hunted. As you dig into the dark secrets of Talos 1 and your own past, you must survive using all the tools at your disposal on board of the station. Your wits, weapons, and mind-bending abilities. Prey will be available next year on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We'll have more to show at the Quake Con, so be sure to join us there. Thank you.
I deserve a clap on that one.
Next year is
Hi,
a
everyone.
long time
I'm Marty
away,
Stratton,
sir.
executive producer of Doom at id Software. Last month, we had the privilege of releasing one of the most iconic titles in our industry to fans around the world. We challenged ourselves to ensure Doom lived up to its incredible legacy, and we thank you, our fans, for making the Doom launch such a tremendous success. It's been amazing
You're
to
welcome.
watch and hear
Thanks,
from
Suzy.
millions of players enjoying the many aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills in multiplayer, you continue to inspire our team. Last year, we told you we wanted to put the power of creation in the hands of every player through Doom.
Best thing about Doom was the soundtrack,
for an endless
actually.
stream of new gameplay.
Good
In the
music
coming
in Doom.
months, we're excited to be supporting Doom Snap Map with free updates and even more ways to play. We'll be delivering new construction modules, including hell visual themes, as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items.
It needs new
While creators can
specials
look
because they
forward
got
to
really
new logic
repetitive
options
after
and
a while.
functionality,
Yeah,
like the
the
ability
glory
to
kills.
create true
Yeah.
single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign. And again, throughout the year, every Snap Map feature and update is free for every player. For multiplayer, next month we'll release
That's
2 new
surprising coming
modes,
from Bethesda.
including a uniquely Doom variant of One Flag CTF called Exodus, as well as an all-new multi-zone capture and hold mode called Sector. Later this summer, we'll turn up the heat with the release of 3 free-for-all modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These
Nice.
modes will be free to all players and playable on any existing or future maps. Also
They had
next
that
month,
like
fans can
capture
look
the
forward to our
flag sort of
first
mode
premium
online, and it was
Doom
really
DLC
good.
pack,
Along
Unto
with
the
like you
Evil.
had to stay in the
first DLC
circle
pack
Yeah.
includes
for as
3
long
new
as possible,
multiplayer
so like
maps,
holding the
Offering,
possession, and it was such a good
Cataclysm,
mode as well.
and Ritual.
They did that in the beta.
A new playable demon
But they didn't have it in
called
release.
Harvester.
Yeah,
A
they
new
did.
gun,
Oh, they did?
equipment item,
Yeah.
armor sets, taunts, and more.
Yeah, apparently the
Just a
transformations are
month
just
since our launch,
ridiculously
we hope you've
overpowered
only
though.
scratched the surface of fun we packed into the game, and we can't wait to give you even
You look
more
like you're
ways
enjoying
to
being there as well,
compete,
mate.
Create, play, and fight like hell. Thank you.
Like how he's
Wow,
clapping.
ton of great stuff
Good
there
job.
for everyone that's enjoying Doom. And again, we thank you, the fans, for making it such a hit. Doom
Thank
has
you.
received near universal acclaim from critics and players
Thanks for
alike
the
for its
strike.
fast combat,
Dick.
over-the-top
You made
demons,
my Dark
and
Souls
amazing
sore.
graphics, everything that it is known for. Now, it is also known as a longtime supporter of shareware.
And you made
Or
her
for you
actual
youngsters
soul
in the audience,
sore.
that's what us old
Little bit.
guys used to call a demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free. So, starting tonight, you can download and play the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4, or Xbox One for free.
Only
Good.
Xbox One, right?
Now, this offer is only
PS4
good
or
this
Xbox
week,
One.
but we want
Steam,
everyone to have a
PS4,
chance
Xbox
to
One.
see why Doom is one of the highest rated shooters ever. So if you love super intense action or you just want to experience state-of-the-art gaming, go download Doom and fight like hell on us. We think you'll see what everyone else is talking about. Now, let's shift from Demons of Hell to Daedric Princes and Secret Assassin cults. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online Studios, the Elder Scrolls Online game director, Matt Firer. Matt?
Please, just say that they're closing it down, so we don't need to hear any more about it.
Thanks, everyone. Good evening.
I launched a game that was shit.
This week is the one-year anniversary of the launch of the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox
I don't know
One and
anything about
PlayStation 4.
Elder Scrolls, so honestly
Because we're
can't.
launching the
I
game
was
this
I was
time
in the
last year, I
press
was real
beta
busy
for it,
and I wasn't able to be there in
and I was
person,
so
I made
excited
sure I
for
was
it
here
for
this year
so
to tell
fucking
everyone
long.
what's been
Played the
happening with
press
the Elder
beta,
Scrolls Online.
and it was
From the
fucking
console launch
trash.
last June to the release of 3
Everyone was
critically
hoping
acclaimed
for
DLC game packs
Skyrim
during the year.
with
All of
other
us at
people.
ZeniMax Online have been
That is
really,
not what we
really
got.
busy.
We got World of
But before I go
Warcraft.
any further, I want to take
What do you
with
mean,
Elder
Headache?
Scrolls.
all of our fans
Headache
for
is
your
like, I feel like
support,
Suzy
your
at the moment.
enthusiasm, and your
What do you
feedback.
mean? Just
We
kind of
take
like
it really seriously,
uninterested
and
in
we
a
continue
way.
to work to improve the game.
I feel like everyone
And
who's
based on the
watching this is
response,
uninterested.
You like the changes.
Yeah, there's 3 people in the crowd that's happy.
Elder Scrolls Online was named
And they're just happy 'cause they're drunk.
Best MMOG of 2015, was one of the best-selling games of the year of any kind, and now supports a highly engaged community of over 7 million of you who have been exploring this
Wait, decent,
enormous
to be
world
fair.
of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
I think the problem is, because I know Headaches is saying, like, he's feeling the way I'm feeling just now. I think my problem is that these are not my typical kind of games to play. And it's not a company that I tend to really associate with, so I'm interested in what they have to offer, but I'm not blown away by, like, Elder Scrolls. Yes, I played Skyrim, but you know, that was when I was younger, and I don't even feel like I would get that much back into it, sort of thing. I feel like my type of games is so far from this company.
Because I'm such a
Hurry!
Bethesda fanboy.
Oh, well, he died. Yeah, I'm really excited for Sony tomorrow. That's going to be the highlight for me.
It's like, this looks amazing, but the gameplay is just like, it's just target based, man. It's just, who?
Looks like it wants to be a first-person Dark Souls in a way.
Well, it's like Skyrim. They tried to make it like Skyrim, except it didn't matter if your hits connected, just that they launched. Which is what made it shit.
I can see there's a lot of hate in the chat for Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, give us! Oh my
As
god!
you can see, the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game. and our player community
Yeah, I'll
is
be
still
streaming the
growing.
Sony convention tomorrow.
Tonight,
Chris.
I'm very happy to announce that on June 23rd, we'll be expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming these fellow adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel. And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite moments in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It was pack 4 of assassination.
Okay, actually,
that was actually just someone falling down the stairs as they were going back to their
excited
seat.
for the launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC game pack on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 this Tuesday. In the Dark Brotherhood DLC, you'll travel to another location from Oblivion, the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil. The Dark Brotherhood has an appropriately dark storyline full of intrigue and mystery and brings all
The
new
Dark
repeatable
Brotherhood
quest
has a
gameplay to ESO.
dark storyline.
So, please enjoy the worldwide debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
Yeah.
Sweet mother, sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized.
It's like, you can show me all this awesome fucking cinematic trailer bullshit. At the end of the day,
That's gameplay.
it's still, yeah, but it's still fucking Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, are we still on that game?
Yeah. It's just the expansion.
Take your blade into the night.
Yeah, Dark Brotherhood's awesome. But still, ESO.
Business of death.
Hello. Oh, that's a shivin. That's a
Oh,
shivin.
this game's brutal.
It's pretty brutal.
Dark Brotherhood. And know this. In Tamriel, no one is safe.
No one can hear you scream. Oh, fuck!
This has to be an 18.
Holy shit! Get wrecked!
I actually feel quite uncomfortable. I'm gonna go find that fox again, I think. Because that was cute. Right, someone needs to pick that woman up off the stairs.
I think she's broken something.
Our PC players
That actually
are
looked pretty
already
good.
having fun sneaking around Tamriel and learning more
PG-13,
about this
no
mysterious
fucking way.
world. And we can't wait to see what happens when our console players get to experience the Dark Brotherhood this week. But that's not all.
Fuck you, consolers.
A core philosophy in the Elder Scrolls Online is to constantly make the game better. Since launch, we've regularly been adding innovative features such as the Justice System and the Champion System, and we're about to make another game changer.
How are we making the gameplay better?
Tonight, we're announcing One Tamriel, marking another major evolution of gameplay in the Elder Scrolls Online. With One Tamriel, all characters will be automatically leveled to content in the world, allowing them to freely group with anyone they want, and also to explore the vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means all content barriers are gone and there are no restrictions on alliances or questing. From the moment you get out of the tutorial, the entire game world is open for you to explore freely. You can go wherever you want and play with whomever you want. This is the first time this has ever been done in a multi-platform RPG. We'll think you'll love it.
Get off the stage, no one cares.
No child left behind. I don't know if I like that or not.
But that means less grinding and it means everyone's good. Which isn't really a good thing.
Until you go into PvP.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of interesting insofar as that's the way the Elder Scrolls games
We
work.
work hard every day to make your Elder Scrolls Online experience.
I know,
the
it's kind of
awesome you
a
want.
bold way to go.
Thanks, everyone.
Where no man is gone before. Someone spear him. Thank God! Next! Crash Bandicoot, please.
Thank you, Matt. Well done.
They should
Now,
have someone holding the
We want you to
applause.
get as much as possible out of this year's showcase. So, this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over the stream, and they'll bring you exclusive interviews and more information about all the games that we're talking about here tonight.
You mean
Here
Elder
in Los
Scrolls, because
Angeles,
that's all
we've
I've
built
seen.
an interactive space.
I don't
over on the
fucking
other
give me
side of the
Elder
lot. We have a
Scrolls,
chance
yes,
to learn
but
more
an
about our
actual new
games,
Elder
play some
Scrolls
of
game.
them, and meet some of our developers. Over there is also food, drink, and
I
to
sent
make
her
sure
straight
it's
in
a
the
real
Send her straight in the screen, yeah.
It's a special
He's the woman that's
performance
broken his
by
leg.
Blink-182, who will drop their new album.
I'm gonna tweet him.
Who will drop their new album, California, in a couple of weeks, and you get to hear them live tonight as they start their summer tour.
What?
Now we have another
Games.
treat for you over there as well. a chance to experience the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda. Ooh.
Ooh.
Weren't expecting that, were you?
I don't know
Now, the
what I'm
first time
expecting
anyone
from you.
experienced modern VR was at E3 2012, and if you were there and lucky enough, you may remember getting to play Doom 3 BFG in our booth. Now, at the time, we had solved some of the toughest technology challenges posed by VR, and people were amazed. Since then, we've quietly continued our pioneering work in VR, and tonight, we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and
His
play
eyes
the
say kill
latest
me.
AAA games in the industry. Now, we have 2 games for you to experience. The first is the just-released Doom. You can take a virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very
Mate, I'm not
latest in
there.
graphics
Get to the fucking point,
and true
dickhead.
next-gen rendering from our id Tech 6 engine. In addition, we think the greatest promise of VR is its ability to immerse players completely into virtual worlds, and that the best games for that experience will be first-person open-world RPGs. So we have Fallout 4 for you to play as well. Wander the wasteland, check out the iconic Red Rocket, try combat. I'm telling you, with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog by your side,
Wow.
a gun in your hand, it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce that Fallout 4 will be released in 2017 on the HTC Vive platform.
Yeah, just show me more Skyrim remastered.
And if you thought
Okay.
survival mode was an intense way to experience Fallout, you
See,
ain't
survival
seen
mode.
nothing yet. We want to
You
give you a
ain't
glimpse
seen
into
nothing
where we're
yet.
headed with VR, where you can expect us to remain a leader.
Some of us
offering
are
our
blind
games
and
on the
can't
very
use
best
VR.
platforms you choose. So be sure to check it out. Now, for more on the second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan
We're
to
gonna
see
use
what's
VR.
happening and get an
It
update
gives
on
me
what
the
they
worst
have
motion
planned.
sickness.
Adam,
Oh, really?
Morgan, what do you
Aw.
have for us?
Thanks, Pete. Now, we are here at BE3 Plus, and this is sort of this experience that you guys are going to get to see after the showcase. We have some Bethesda VR over here. Now, right now, there's no line, so that's kind of tempting,
I'm
isn't it?
so taking advantage of that. And over here, Elder Scrolls
Why
Legends.
is it these
for
player
everyone to
cunts
play. Pete,
again?
I fully expect to see you at one of these tables showing off that card mastery
Yeah,
skill
some of
I
us
know
never
you
cared
possess.
about VR in the
Now,
first
in here, we're
place.
actually,
Yeah,
Adam and I
pretty
are actually
much.
going to be interviewing some of the developers that you guys just saw their games on stage, so we're going to have a lot more information for you. So everybody on the stream needs to stay tuned for that after the
Definitely.
showcase.
Lots of good info, but for the moment, let's go back to Pete and even more games.
Thank you, Adam and Morgan. We will see you guys in a few minutes. But we are not going anywhere just yet because there is one more thing.
I feel
that
like
we
I'm in
think you are
school
going to
right
want
now.
to
Like
see.
I'm waiting for this lesson to be
Last
over.
year,
or
we
something.
announced that a sequel
no,
to
when they get to the
Dishonored
fun.
was in development, marking a new chapter to the Game of
That's
the Year from
interesting.
Arcane Studios.
Show me more Dishonored.
We shared a few tidbits about the sequel, but for the most part, you could say we've been in stealth mode. Until now. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Wow.
Dishonored 2 is going to be a
Your
very
joke was
special
pesh.
game, one that lives
Pesh.
up to its celebrated legacy and then goes way beyond. To tell you more, please join me in welcoming the creative director
TEDx,
of
are we
Dishonored 2,
done?
Harvey Smith.
No, there's more. We're actually going to talk about something decent, I think. Thank you, Hobo.
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Hi, everybody. In Dishonored, you play a supernatural assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you many different pathways and approaches. When the original Dishonored was released in 2012, you embraced the game and made it your own. You discovered moves and combinations of powers that we didn't even imagine. We were thrilled by your passion for Dishonored, and we were humbled by the success of the game, which won more than 100 Game of the Year awards. At last year's E3, we announced Dishonored 2. So tonight, here with all of you for the first
Dishonored
time,
2?
we're going to show you the game.
How many?
Here we go. I don't know anything about Dishonored, so I'm quite interested to see what it's like.
Dapper Black Man. The most obscure typewriter ever, but alrighty.
It work?
It's a bit fucking sexist having a woman on a typewriter, isn't it?
I'm not even
Welcome back to the
commenting on
Empire of the Isles, a rich Victorian-inspired fantasy world with a distinct style
Karnaka.
and an exotic cast of characters. For Dishonored 2, we wanted to explore a new location, Karnaka, the jewel of the South. Our approach to world creation is very layered. our art and design teams work together to create a strong sense of place with a well-realized culture. It's based on the people living there, the work they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs. In order to bring Karnaca to life, we've created a custom game engine designed to support our signature art direction and level design. We wanted Dishonored 2 to resemble a painting in motion, so we've given considerable thought to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach to audio, both in terms of atmospherics and stealth gameplay. All of these details make Karnaca more vivid thanks to our new technology, which we call the Void Engine.
How can you make such an interesting game seem so fucking boring? It looks cool, yeah, good job. You just show me some pre-rendered scenes.
In crafting spaces for you to explore, we've got several creative goals. We want the environment to feel coherent and complete, plausible. Where do these characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable pathway that makes sense? Where do they take their breaks or stop for lunch? But it goes further than that. For Dishonored 2, we felt compelled to ask ourselves about the history of a given street or shop. What was there a decade before the player arrives in Karnaca? Often you can see the layers of history, watermarks on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story, and to offer you the chance to see something novel or intriguing.
Yeah, we're just seeing pre-rendered scenes with NPCs.
Dishonored 2 starts and ends in Dunwall, but most of the action takes place here in Karnaca.
Karnaca.
That makes me want to go on a cruise.
Oh.
All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2. Thank you.
Boo!
On behalf of all my teammates at Arcane and Lyon who worked so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much.
Someone should bring a bag of cricket every time a trailer is shown.
Whoa.
In the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Attano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo is gifted with supernatural powers and dedicates himself to avenging the death of the Empress and restoring young Emily to the throne. As we began to work on Dishonored 2, a single question haunted us. What became of Emily Caldwin? How would her experiences affect her, and what kind of ruler would she become? We envisioned Emily grown up, 25 years of age, and then we began to imagine what she'd be like as a heroic figure, as someone fighting for her life against the forces of deceit. We developed a vision for Emily Caldwin that excited us, and at E3 last year, we shared that vision with the world. Dishonored 2 is set 15 years after the first game. Emily Caldwin rules the Empire, watched over by her father, Corvo Attano.
I mean, the game's going to be interesting, but fucking hell. You send me to sleep?
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Emily Caldwin.
We're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
It's a bit like,
Every year, I think the anniversary of
it seems a bit
Jessamine's death will
juddery.
be easier
I don't know if
than
it's
it ever
it's
is.
obviously not properly finished
I
yet,
wish
but
Mother was still the Empress.
seems a bit
I don't think I'm very
juddery.
good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the crown killer eventually.
People
Not
are
yet.
saying it's you, but these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage.
The ceremony will be over
I think they're making it so that all of this stuff's interruptible, so you can do whatever you like while.
Combination of titles years ago.
Like you can interrupt it whenever you like. At least that's what I gathered from what the Jon Boren bloke was trying to say.
When an otherworldly usurper seizes the throne, the fate of the Empire is left hanging in the balance. Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress Emily Kaldwin or the Royal Protector Corvo Attano. Emily and Corvo are both fully voiced this time, with their own perspectives and emotional responses to the events transpiring around them. Whoever you choose to play, you've got to flee Dunwall, your home, and travel to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy and take back what's yours.
You just won't be able to play that way.
I'm already struggling to watch it.
I should talk to the captain of that ship.
I don't know how to describe it. It's too juddery for me. I don't know if anyone else sees it. What I'm on about. It's not smooth.
Dishonored
it's not
is known
flowing like
for
Mirror's Edge. It's flowing like
simulation-driven
that, and
missions
it's
where no
making
two
my head
players
hurt.
ever have the same experience. There are many pathways to explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2, we've put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a wildly unique place to explore. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Today we're going to show you the Dust District, an industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that hit at random intervals.
Yeah, Bellon gets it.
In the Dust District, a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang.
I'm guessing you'll be able to turn that
Leaders
off. A
of
lot of
both
games have.
factions are trying to take each other down. You
It
can
makes
side
it.
with the Overseers
I understand
or
what
the
they're trying to
Howlers
do,
or
so it
neither.
makes
There
it
are
more
many
like
ways to
you're the
complete
person
mission.
walking, because obviously your head bops when you walk.
Yeah.
But I think when you're playing a game, that doesn't always work.
Yeah. Yeah, like. Yeah, I get you. I know exactly what you mean. Like your head's going.
Yeah, and that for someone like me that gets horrible
Everything you
motion
see
sickness.
here is rendered
Yeah,
in
you can
void
only
engine,
turn head bob down.
designed to create atmospheric and exploration-rich spaces.
Because you've got games like Arma, like first-person shooters, that you can turn head bob down, which we always used to do because it gives you, it makes you more accurate because your fucking screen's not going like that all the time. Batista! Holy fuck, he got famous. He's got his own Overlook.
To reach our
I don't know what
target,
Overlook
Vice
is.
Overseer Byrne, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of light. A cruel security device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers used, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an Overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other so the fight goes out of them.
So it's quite stealthy then, is it?
Oh yeah, it's a total stealth game. I mean, you can play it like
We've made
running
much
gun
greater
if you
use
like,
of
but you're not
vertical
going to
space
last
for
that.
Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops above the streets.
Good. Oh, didn't need to kill him, to be fair.
I like the health thing actually, like the purple, the top. I like the colors.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But that's cool. That's quite brutal.
Oh, you're an assassin.
The storm alters visibility for the AI and for the player. A random storm hits and Emily comments
Just
on
a
it.
Dying Light DLC.
Many of the security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind, a unique feature of Karnaca. So here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an explosive whale oil tank toward her from a distance.
Please don't jump off, I will get major butterflies.
Oh, guy just got a fucking stab in the neck. Oh, poke!
Oh,
Hey, see you later, bitch!
hey! Oh, jeez. is obviously how I would play this.
Yeah, so you don't poke in the eye, dick. So you don't need to play it. You don't need to play it like total stealth. You can run and gun.
Forward closer to our target, Vice Overseer Burn. The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence Karnaca's future and the end games.
Hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
Here we're going to use Emily's Mesmerize power to lull a group of Overseers into a stupor, evading combat altogether. Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
I like how she done it on the dog as well. That's interesting.
Look at his tongue.
Far Reach can be upgraded not only to pull objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in midair.
Very interesting.
What the fuck?
Wow.
He just like
This
glitched
time, all
out.
of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be fully upgraded using entirely new skill trees, giving you the ability to customize more.
Make it look like he's sleeping.
If you're new to the Dishonored series, it's all about options and exploration, playing at your own pace. The game has many different pathways through each mission, and also different approaches, stealth or combat, lethal or non-lethal, and a wide array of supernatural powers that will dramatically change the experience as you play. We're very close to Vice Overseer Byrne's office now.
Yeah, it was a bit buggy.
The Sisters of the Oracular Order have seen it, and I feel it in my bones. So this stalemate with the Howlers must be resolved.
Byrne is giving a briefing using a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power, so that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate.
That's interesting power.
Switching off the projector will attract Vice Overseer Byrne's attention, and when the mine affects one Overseer, it will affect all of them.
Go check, brother. Right away.
How big is the stun mine? The fuck?
There are many creative ways to use Domino.
Huh.
Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily.
Whoa.
Shadow Walk is useful for stealth and combat. You saw it in the announced trailer that we made for the game, and you can fully use it in the game. Like all the powers, it can be upgraded in a variety of ways. With Vice Overseer Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a favor, and that's just one way to complete the Dust District mission. Before closing today, we want to demonstrate another signature environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab.
Can you make it more interesting,
another
though,
example
mate?
of the
Please.
missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big,
That was
interesting themes.
Pretty cool, but he made it
This
sound
mission
like
takes
shit.
place in a ruined manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the outsider appears and explains that reality was warped inside this place after an occult event. Your supernatural powers won't work inside the manor, and even time behaves strangely, allowing you to travel back and forth between the ruined
Yawn.
present and the past, when the manor was lavish and refined.
Could you go and watch the Fox again?
Here we're in the present, when the manor is in ruins.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kinda cool.
he does suck at his presentation.
Really bad.
It's like being in school, isn't it?
Now we've moved backwards, years into the past, when the manor was
That's
still
kinda
inhabited
interesting.
and guarded.
There's been a few indie games that have done very similar styles.
So you have
Looking
to go back
through the
in
lenses
time
of the
to get
outsider's
through
timepiece,
Yeah.
you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies. You can watch enemies in the alternate timeline and then step through to execute your plans.
The person annoys me, just kills everyone. Well, you can knock them out.
Oh, that running animation was so nice.
That was, yeah, that was pretty poor.
Do you not see him?
No, because on the other timeline.
Oh, of course. That would
We hope
confuse
you're
the
gonna love
heck
the
out of
game
me.
as much
I'd be like, what's going on?
Thank you, thank you. I have to once again give a shout out to my team in France that worked so hard and they are so passionate about the game. And the first game, they're really ready for you to get you guys to get your hands on it, and you don't have to wait long. All of you can leave your mark on the Empire of the Isles because Dishonored 2 will release on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC November 11th, 2016.
Release date was already
before I
announced.
go, I've got one more
Not
thing
interesting.
for you. This is the worldwide launch of the Dishonored 2 gameplay trailer. You're seeing it here first. Good night.
Oh my god, he was so unhappy.
Oh, this is the new trailer.
Did you see his face at the end?
He was so unhappy, wasn't he? He was probably thinking to himself, like...
He must have made a mistake or something and he was annoyed at himself.
I don't know. Maybe he was just annoyed that the crowd wasn't as hyped for Dishonored as he would hoped.
Yeah.
But the issue was, it was his presentation skills that made it shit. Made it boring as fuck. Oh really? Oh yeah. Right down the tower of Full of Fallon tomorrow.
He just dropped off the chair and there's a mattress in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, and that is the game, and bye. Like, honestly, you'll see the difference with the Microsoft one tomorrow. That
CG's
guy's...
pretty much just right, man. It's like they're it's like they're waxwork models.
That, for me, just took all the fun out of gaming. If I was watching that and I wasn't a gamer, I'd be like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Like, fucking else, like being back in high school, what's the crack?
Like, this trailer's fucking cool. It's a cool
this
song
makes
they've
it-
got.
Yeah, it makes this game look epic.
Look, see, she just dominoed a load of people together and stabbed one and murdered them all.
But he made that game look shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Dishonored, but all I know is I still don't want to buy it based on that presentation.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I saw this trailer, I'd be more interested.
Yeah.
The trailer might have just saved it.
That was a cool gameplay trailer. See, and a nice tagline.
Very excited about Dishonored 2. Could I please have another round of applause for the very shy and took off Harvey Smith and everyone at Arcane Studios. Those guys are fantastic. They've been working their butts off. Now, one of the things that Dishonored fans have been asking about a lot is whether or not we're going to do a collector's edition. So tonight, I'm happy to confirm that yes, we will be doing a limited number of Dishonored 2 collector's editions. The collector's edition
I understand the
comes with a very
presentations
cool
aren't
replica
easy,
Corvo's
but
mask, as
at the
well
end of the
as,
day, fucking,
Emily's ring,
like, this
which
is
will
your
be
game.
available through
Not
retail.
only
your
that,
job,
like,
man.
But supplies
for
are
example,
limited,
right,
and as
as
you saw with Fallout 4
YouTubers, I don't
last
mean to
year,
talk over
you
this
know
or
who you
whatever.
are, they
We
go
should talk
out
about
quickly.
collections.
So,
Like,
if
as
you want one, I
YouTubers, it's our
suggest
job
that
to
you
actually
pre-order
hype
one
up a
before they
game.
all go
So if I
away.
was trying to
Also,
sell
if
you a game,
pre-order or digitally pre-purchase
I would be
any
like,
version
this
of
game, man,
Dishonored
and
2
look what you
for
can
a
do
limited
there, and
time
you can do
only,
this,
will
and
get a
you can
free
do that,
copy
because
of
you want
Dishonored
people to
Definitive
feel your
Edition, which
passion.
includes the original, critically
Do you know what I
acclaimed
mean?
game, plus all of the
But
add-ons
the fact that
and
he was just
remastered
like,
for the current
yeah, and this
generation
is
of
yeah,
consoles.
whatever. And
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
it. Like,
Cool.
I can't believe that.
Now, games like Dishonored 2 and all of the games that we've shown here tonight don't happen by accident.
His
There
eyes are the greatest thing ever.
wonderfully talented, dedicated people working hard every day to build games that thrill and inspire all of us. And I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the entire Bethesda team and all of our studios. So if you take a look,
I feel
you'll
like
see
they're
teams from
robots
all
that
over
have
the
done
world
this
who are
so
joining us
many
now.
times.
Would you
They're just
please
fucking
That
done
don't
it,
have
yeah.
a
would you
passion
please
for it
join me in
whatsoever. It's
thanking
like,
them all for their incredible and
yeah,
dedicated
it's like a
work.
deer in the headlights. Exactly, Chris. It's like, if this is your game, tell people why they should be buying your game. Tell them why it's going to be awesome and why it's the main feature of your presentation.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. That was great.
Especially for a game as hyped as
from
Dishonored 2.
Quake
Like,
Champions
what the
to
fuck?
Dishonored 2, from The Elder Scrolls Legends to Prey, plus all of the new content for Doom, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, and Fallout Shelter, and the latest in virtual reality gaming. It should be another big year for Bethesda.
Don't you
Now,
fucking
this has
dare
already
cut it
been
out
a
there.
great night, and we want to
That's
commemorate
it.
this moment and give you guys something special to remember
That's
it
an
by.
hour.
So for all of you here in Los Angeles, when you leave tonight, you'll get a special T-shirt.
Wow.
Fucking more hype for the t-shirt than the game.
Commemorating
Wow.
this event and all of the games that we've shown. And for those of you watching the stream at home, Adam and Morgan have T-shirts to give away, so keep watching for a chance to get yours. And that is everything we have to show you from this stage. So if you're here with me in the hangar, you can head over to the other side of the lot. If you're watching online, don't go anywhere. Adam and Morgan are about to take over the second half of the stream. For the rest of our showcase, from all of us at Bethesda, thank you all so much for playing our
Wow.
games and joining
No,
us.
see, I
That's it for
understand
me.
what
Have a
Polar
great
is
night.
saying. Maybe they're
Adam
just
Morgan,
people
take
that
it
want to
away.
get off the stage and get back to what they're comfortable with. That's fine. But if they're not good at advertising, then they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah,
That's
especially
the
they shouldn't
thing.
be.
Like, if they're
All
not
right, thank
comfortable
you so
doing
much,
it,
Pete.
they shouldn't
Hello,
be there.
everyone.
They should
I'm
have
Adam
someone
Sussman,
that
along with
knows
Morgan
how
Webb.
to work
I'll
a
be here at
crowd.
BE3
I've
Plus
never,
for the
for
next
I've been
hour,
watching
interviewing
E3 for the
the
past like
developers
5
behind the
years,
games
and
you
I have
just
never
saw.
seen a
That's
crowd
Prey,
that
Dishonored
bored.
2,
That was a
Quake
fuck. Can you
Champions,
imagine
Doom,
being there
Fallout, and so
and
much
queuing
more.
up to
We're
get
gonna
in
be
there
bringing
for
you
that?
exclusive
Since 7
info
in the morning.
straight from
Yeah,
the
hey,
source.
T-shirt.
But do not forget
Like,
to follow
imagine
us on
we had
Twitter.
just traveled
That's
to LA
at
for
Bethesda,
that.
and using the
I'd be
hashtag
like, what the fuck? I'd rather go
BE3.
make some
We even have
popcorn and a
very
cup of
cool
tea.
T-shirt
Yeah.
for anyone whose
Then-
question we ask on the air.
Ooh,
I want to
Right
ask the
Now, we
chat,
are here
guys.
at the Elder
I'll be honest,
Scrolls
I'm
Pub. There's
disappointed.
beer and massive
Like, it's
turkey
almost
legs
5 in the
because
morning, and I'm
that's
like,
what everyone
if I'd
does
slept
in
through that,
medieval
gonna
fantasy
care.
times.
Like,
Anyway,
there's
I am
not
here
gonna
with the
fuck.
there's
Elder
literally
Scrolls
nothing
Online's
there for
creative
me to do
director,
videos
Matt
on.
Firework.
Yeah,
So
so-
good to see
Nothing
you.
at all.
Good to see you.
Like,
And
Skyrim
congratulations.
Remastered is
Thank
pretty
you.
fucking
So,
exciting,
Elder
but
Scrolls
That was there
Online
for like a whole
has
10
had
seconds.
yeah,
big
and
year
at the end
last
of the
year
day,
in
like being a PC
2015.
gamer,
I know
I can
you're
just
making
mod
sure it's gonna have
Skyrim
just as
to
big a
make it
year
like that.
in 2016,
I'm excited
but you
because
really
it's
did
going to be
listen to the
optimized.
community and make a lot of changes to the game. What inspired you to do that? And
No,
how do you
that was
prioritize
a
what
waste
you
of
wanted
time.
to
The
do
new
with
Fallout stuff's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
so
Yeah, I think
after
the new
PC
Fallout
launch,
could be
you
quite
know, we
good.
looked
At the end
the
of the
feedback
day,
and we
it's
knew we had
like
some work to do. So
Skyrim,
we
a
actually
game
sat
we've
down
had
and
before,
thought about, you know, what is
and
the common
new
themes
DLC
and
for
feedback?
Fallout. It's like,
what is it that
where's the
players are
new
looking
shit,
for? And we
Bethesda?
kinda came up with a
You give us a
list of
card game?
things that
And Dishonored
for,
2 that we've been
basically
expecting
make the
since
game
last year?
wider,
Like,
you know, give
why the
more
fuck were you
freedom
even
to the player
here?
to do
Like,
things. So
what
you
the
saw things
fuck?
like
I
the
would
justice
rather
system where
have
you could, be a
seen
criminal if you
a
wanted.
convention
Things
for
like the
Square
champion
Enix
system where you
because
could,
not not only have Square Enix already announced like 4 brand new games,
Yeah.
I would have happily watched Square Enix than them. I don't see why they get their own stage.
They've got lots of money, that's why.
Clearly, but they need to actually hire people that are gonna make their games look good. Prey is the only thing that stands out to me.
Villanici kind of hit the nail on the head there. Lol at thinking something from Bethesda is going to be optimized. Yeah, sorry, Prey. Okay, Prey. Prey is the new game that they're releasing that's actually interesting, that was actually kind of exciting there.
Sorry, I don't mean to treat it badly, but I think that was completely disappointing.
Dishonored is disappointing.
If I traveled
which players hadn't seen in forever.
Oh, right, mate. Nobody fucking gives a fuck. Shut the fuck up. I'm done. Well, guys, thanks a lot for kicking about and like watching this with us.
I want to know what people's thoughts are, though.
Well, when does remastered Skyrim come out? No fucking clue. Pretty's gonna be pretty cool.
Well, that's what I mean. So basically, they've chucked a new trailer down our throat and gone, "Yay! Look at trailer, bye."
Yeah, a new
no release
Dishonored.
date, like no hardly anything. So.
Yeah, Prey comes out next year.
Yeah.
Good job. Cheers, thanks.
So I'm gonna be streaming the Xbox one tomorrow on my channel. Xbox and Sony always kick it. They're always really good. Sony always wins, let's be honest here. Like the Xbox one, I'll always be like, oh, that was so good. Can Sony top it? And then Sony will just start with like Resi 2 remake or something like that, and it'll be like, boom, that's it, done. So
yeah, and then we've got PC gaming tomorrow and Ubisoft, one after the other.
You won't be up for fucking PC gaming, don't lie.
No?
Oh no, wait, that's their times. That's not our times. That's gonna be on after.
Yeah, PC gaming's 8 o'clock.
All right, okay, yeah, you won't be up for that.
8 p.m. BST.
So yeah, guys, I'll be streaming Microsoft and Sony. So I hope to see you guys there. I don't expect it to be so negative. I expect it to be really positive.
Yeah, hopefully. And hopefully AMD can bring something out with PC gaming instead of their usual fucking lackluster trash. But, yeah, I mean, Polar 303 said that we are quite hard to please. Well, they were hard to please. It's just nothing exciting came from that.
No, trust me, I probably have one of the widest range when it comes to playing games, but I literally felt like that was boring. I don't know, like, I love E3. I've been watching this forever, but that, for me, was, like, boring. That was so boring. I'm sorry. Like...
Oh, Diane, you should have watched with us, mate. You should have watched with us.
I tweeted it out, Dean. You didn't miss much, except us bitching and moaning the whole way through.
You missed a fox.
There was a fox outside, and then there was, like, a weird storm, and the sun's coming up, and it's all very romantic.
Oh.
Yeah, nice.
On that note.
Bedtime.
Yeah, I'm fucking knackered. poor Deanne. That was the most vapid presentation I've seen in a while. Yep. Well, let's get hyped up anyway, because we'll have a sleep and then we've got Microsoft.
We'll be back tomorrow. I'm really excited for Microsoft. So, kick it, Microsoft! So far, you've been the worst for exclusives. Can they change it?
Hopefully.
Because they've got the Slimline coming.
Ooh.
So.
Oh yeah, that's getting announced tomorrow. But it got leaked. Shh.
No one knows.
Nobody knows. But yes. Thanks for kicking about with us, guys, for the for this hour and a half presentation that started off really badly, finished off really badly, and had some bad bits in the middle. Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.